now for our next news special report.
And now we uncover a tale of political intrigue and potential corruption at the highest levels. Imagine a district attorney once heralded as a champion of justice now facing the stark reality of impeachment. Fani Willis, embroiled in a controversy that reads like a political thriller, stands accused of 22 counts of impeachment. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about the alleged betrayal of public trust. The story is not just about a local scandal, it's a national wake-up call. The implications are vast, touching the very core of our justice system and the principles of our republic. As we peel back the layers of this explosive saga, you'll find yourself questioning the integrity of those sworn to uphold the law. This is not just any report. It's a journey into the political quagmire where truth and justice hang in the balance. So stay with us, and you don't want to miss the final thought on this unfolding drama. Now, before we dive into this explosive story, we do need to talk about something just as critical: your comfort and savings during these freezing months. Much like the cold reality facing Fani Willis, winter's chill can be harsh, but cranking up the heat can hit your wallet hard. Experts warned us that heating bills are skyrocketing, the most expensive in over a decade. That's why I'm excited about this little portable heater. It's like the justice system should be efficient and fair to a budget. Well, it quickly warms up any room, saving you from the greedy clutches of high utility costs. With a 55% New Year's discount and a 60-day money-back guarantee, visit getwarmnow.com. Don't let bills freeze you out. Get warm now at getwarmnow.com. Now, tonight's story is a crucible of truth and justice. The focus of our report is Fani Willis, the Fulton County District Attorney, now facing the heat with 22 counts of impeachment. Willis, once seen as an upholder of the law, is now in the eye of a political storm. And this isn't just a story, it's a revelation about the state of our republic. Now, Willis is spearheading what many are calling a witch hunt against former President Trump. She stands accused of turning her office into a political weapon. Well, these allegations? Misuse of office for political gain. Let's not mince words here. Potentially corrupt practices. This isn't just a blip in the news cycle, it's a seismic shift in the political landscape. And the impeachment resolution filed by State Representative Charlize Byrd is a stinging rebuke of Willis's actions. Accusations of malfeasance, tyrannical partiality, and oppression. They aren't terms that are thrown around lightly. They signify a deep-rooted problem in the heart of Georgia's legal system. What was supposed to be a bastion of justice has allegedly been reduced to a tool of political maneuvering. Now let's take a moment to see the report detailing the vote for her impeachment. Now this clip gives us a glimpse into the gravity of the situation. Watch.
Of an improper relationship between Fulton County DA Fani Willis and one of her prosecutors now has the attention of the Georgia State Senate. Today, lawmakers there approved a committee to investigate these claims. Atlanta News First political reporter Doug Reardon joins us live from the Fulton County Courthouse with the efforts from Georgia and D.C. to remove Willis from this case. Doug.
Right, Blair. This is getting very real for the district attorney now. That commission that was approved this morning by senators up the road under the Gold Dome will have subpoena power, meaning they can demand documents and even testimony. On top of that, also today, one of our state representatives proposed articles of impeachment against the district attorney, and even one of our federal U.S. congresswomen also authored a formal complaint. Things picked up steam Friday for District Attorney Fani Willis, now almost a month after the filing of allegations that she was dating the man she hired as a special prosecutor in the historic election indictment.
On the adoption resolution as amended, the yeas are 30 and the nays are 19.
The state Senate approved their own committee to investigate possible conflicts of interest and how taxpayer dollars were used to pay that man, Nathan Wade.
To date, folks, $654,000 of taxpayer money has been spent on this. As details continue to surface on a daily basis, it becomes more and more clear this was prosecution for personal profit.
The allegations claim Willis, whose office paid Wade large sums for his work, also traveled with him several times on cruises and vacations to Florida and California. On Friday, Atlanta News First obtained a copy of a formal complaint filed by U.S. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. Also on Friday, state GOP Rep. Charlize Byrd also introduced articles of impeachment against Willis in the state House that has the numbers to make that a reality.
I would be surprised if the House doesn't pass articles of impeachment against her.
Georgia State law and ethics professor Clark Cunningham says Georgia's bar for impeachment is relatively low. He authored an op-ed in the New York Times this week, arguing that the only way for Willis to avoid losing the case would be to take a leave of absence.
If the disqualification happens, a new prosecutor is appointed. If she's removed by impeachment, the governor appoints a new prosecutor. So the only way she could guarantee that her office stays in control of this case is by taking a leave.
And Clark says if she wanted to, she certainly has the leverage to do it, given the multitude of swatting attempts and threats that she has been the victim of since this all started. Now, she will be here in Fulton County Court on February 15th, where a judge will decide just exactly what to do about these allegations and as far as keeping her on the case. In Fulton County, Doug Reardon.
Oh, man, that's bad news for Fani Willis. Now let's delve a little deeper, shall we? Well, his actions, especially her pursuit of President Trump, reek of political motivation. This isn't justice, it's a vendetta, a crusade against a former president. Trump's phone call to Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, described by Trump as perfect, has been twisted into a weapon against him. The question that we must ask is, where does justice end and political persecution begin? And this isn't just about President Trump, it's about the integrity of our legal system. When those entrusted with upholding the law use their position for personal vendettas, it undermines the very foundation of our republic. Now, we've seen the term Trump derangement syndrome thrown around, but when it infiltrates the legal system, it becomes a threat to us all. In a twist of irony, the hunter has become the hunted. The Senate's decision to pass a bill for an investigative panel speaks volumes. It's not just a routine procedure, it's a testament to the seriousness of these allegations. When a DA faces possible impeachment, it's a clear sign that something is fundamentally wrong. And the charges against Willis are not just any list, they're a litany of alleged abuses. The indictment of President Trump and his allies under Georgia's organized crime laws? Questionable. The possible unprofessional relationship with the lead prosecutor, Nathan Wade? Troubling. And these are not mere accusations, they are potential violations of the oath of office. Now let's take a look at what State Representative Charlize Byrd had to say about this. She states Fani Willis has a laundry list of potential conflicts that make her unworthy and unfit to be the district attorney in Fulton County. Someone elected to that office is expected to hold the law and not weaponize their office for political gain. Since day one when she was elected, Fani Willis has embarrassed the criminal justice system in Fulton County and our state. And digging deeper, the allegations against Willis and her prosecutorial team paint a disturbing picture. The core of our legal system is impartiality. When that's compromised, justice is not just blind, it's blinded by bias. And the motion filed by attorney Ashley Merchant representing one of the co-defendants isn't just a legal maneuver, it's a clarion call to examine the integrity of those who wield immense power over our lives and liberties. And Fani Willis is accused of not only having an improper relationship with Mr. Wade, but also profiting from it. So think about that. The DA, responsible for prosecuting high-profile cases, allegedly entangled in a web of impropriety. This isn't a simple accusation, it's a shadow cast over every decision made under her watch. The ramifications are far-reaching. This isn't a solitary case, it's a domino effect. Every decision made, every prosecution pursued under Willis' tenure now falls under the shadow of doubt. It's not just about one case, it's about the trust we place in our legal institutions. And turning our focus to the other side of the equation, President Trump's response to these developments is telling. He's maintained his innocence, denouncing the investigation as a politically motivated witch hunt. And in light of these recent developments, one can't help but wonder, is there truth to his claims? As the narrative unfolds, it becomes increasingly clear. This isn't just a legal battle, it's a fight for the soul of our justice system. And the role of the DA is crucial. They are the gatekeepers of justice, the ones who decide who gets prosecuted and on what grounds. When that power is misused, it's not just an individual's reputation at stake, it's the public faith in the system. Fani Willis, facing these serious allegations, is now a symbol of what happens when that trust is potentially betrayed. The allegations of Willis profiting from her relationship with Wade, if true, are not just unethical, they are a breach of public trust. This goes beyond legal technicalities. It's about the moral fabric of our justice system. When those at the helm are accused of such transgressions, it erodes the public's confidence in the law. As we navigate through this tangled web of accusations and counter-accusations, one thing becomes clear. The truth needs to come out. The Senate's decision to investigate is not just procedural, it's a pursuit of truth. This isn't just a story about Fani Willis or President Trump, it's a story about the integrity of our legal institutions and the people who run them. Now, before my final thought, remember, if you got value from this report, tap subscribe. As we conclude tonight's report, let's reflect on the broader implications of the Fani Willis saga. This isn't just a story of political intrigue, it's a cautionary tale about the abuse of power in our justice system. In our republic, the rule of law is paramount, and when those entrusted to enforce it betray that trust, it shakes the foundations of our society. The allegations against Willis, if proven true, serve as a stark reminder that justice must be blind to politics. This is bigger than any single individual. It's about preserving the sanctity of our legal system. For every American, this is a moment to reaffirm our commitment to fairness and impartiality in our justice institutions. As we continue to watch this story unfold, let's remember the importance of holding our public officials accountable. Our republic relies on the integrity of those in positions of power, and it's our duty to ensure that they uphold the principles of justice and democracy.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.